Hey YouTube, welcome on into the GPRS Marketing Studio. I'm Blake with the GPRS Marketing Team, joined by Dave Mulcahey, our Sales Director for the Western U.S. Dave, thanks for joining me.
You bet. Thanks for having me, Blake.
So we're here today to talk about Concrete Sawing and Drilling Safety Week. I'm going to start with the obvious question. What is Concrete Sawing and Drilling Safety Week?
Of course, and thanks. Okay. We got to pause.
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Okay.
Live broadcast.
Yeah, this is exciting already. What is Concrete Sawing and Drilling Safety Week? And it's a lot of things, but one thing, it's a safety initiative to get information to the people that need it most. The workers on the job sites, the general contractors, the subcontractors, the MEP workers, the people that are doing the work, that are drilling the concrete, sawing the concrete. How can we get good safety information to them? How can we get them thinking about safety when they're putting that blade or that drill bit into the concrete? That's really what the initiative's all about.
And so we've been doing this since 2018, hosting this event. This year it runs from January 29th through February 2nd, is that correct?
I believe that's correct, yes.
Okay. And so when you talk about concrete sawing and drilling safety, one of the big terms that you'll hear is silicosis, silica exposure. Can you talk a little bit about that? What is silicosis? Why is this such a big hot button topic in the concrete sawing and drilling world?
Of course, and silicosis is that long-term effects of overexposure to silica dust. And for a long time, silica dust that's just dust that's being kicked up from sawing, drilling, anything into the concrete. It's that concrete dust. But we breathe that in a lot during construction. Mm-hmm. And we've never really thought all that much about it until recently we're noticing that the long-term onsets of the chronic disease, silicosis, how that has an effect. And we've really tried to educate the workers out there when you're doing these activities, when you're drilling, when you're cutting, you need to make sure you're using facial protection and breathing protection. You need to make sure that before you're jumping in the car, that you are banging your clothes off and not turning on the AC and breathing that same dust the whole way home. There's a lot of tools and tricks to the trade to help eliminate or limit silica exposure.
So that is very specific to concrete sawing and drilling. And even though the name of the event is Concrete Sawing and Drilling Safety Week, we also talk about general safety topics for all construction workers, correct?
Of course. And so I feel like concrete sawing and drilling kind of exposes itself to a lot of other dangers that are common on a construction site. Let's take slips, trips, and falls. You think of it all the time on a job site, but especially when you're drilling or cutting, because many of these activities involve wet saw or wet drilling to keep that silica exposure down. That creates a slurry that is extremely slippery. There's also hoses and cords that are coming to the drill bits and to the saw blades that create other tripping hazards. So it's not just we're talking silica or we're talking silicosis, we're talking about slips, trips, and falls. We're talking about electrocution from cutting into live electrical lines, post-tension cable strikes. What kind of dangers do those pose? And also, how do we avoid them? What are the steps that we can take on a job site to avoid these dangers?
So obviously GPRS is a business.
Yep.
But this is a free event that we host. We travel all across the country to do this. Our safety professionals do. Why do we do this? Why have we done this since 2018, host this event every year?
It's a great point. And actually, funny enough, a lot of our clients that we come out through, why are you doing this? It's really about a message. We want to show that we want to sponsor this event because we want to get the word out there. We're on job sites all the time where safe practices are happening. We want to share those best practices, and we want to make sure that people are going home safe every day. We are a company that sells a service, but really at the root of it, we are a safety company. We bring safety to your job site, and this is another way we bring safety to the job site.
Awesome. So we've covered, I think, a lot of the big topics with this, with CSDSW. I'm going to look over across camera here, out of shot. Do we have any questions from anybody in the audience at this point that want to ask anything? No? Dave was just too good. He answered all their questions before they could type them.
They want to know where we can sign up.
We can give the sign-up information. So if you visit concretesafetyweek.org, you can get more information about CSDSW and sign up today. Again, this event runs from January 29th through February 2nd. We do obviously work with their schedules, right? So if they need us to come out maybe a little bit before, a little bit after that week in terms of what their work schedule is like. We accommodate that, correct?
Of course, and it's a common language in our industry, as general construction industry. Safety is not 1 week of the year.
Right.
This is all year long. We kind of break it down to this year because it gets a rallying cry. It's a good reason to meet on a topic. But we host the same event and we talk about the same safety initiative all throughout the year on job sites. Really the how, what you're looking at when you do sign up, you're talking about having one of our safety professionals on job site for 15, 20 minutes. Usually during a toolbox talk, a stretch and flex, a lunch break. We really want to accommodate the schedule of the workers and make sure we're not really taking away from their workday. We're there as a quick reminder, we bring a little food out, we get them excited about safety, and we leave them with really a couple ideas to help them save their lives.
So food is second, safety is first, but the food does come with us. Well, thank you again, Dave, for joining us today. Again, it's concretesafetyweek.org. CSDSW runs from January 29th through February 2nd. Thank you all for joining us, and have a great day.